All right, we are live and we're going to have about 4 minutes of a pregame show. About 4 minutes of a pregame show. Official start time is 5 p.m. Eastern Time, these United States, and we are going to talk about Little Treasury Jewelers. You know, I've talked about them a lot, but we've never had a show dedicated to Little Treasury Jewelers, and I think it's about time. I think it's about time we had a show dedicated to Little Treasury Jewelers. Oh, my backdrop. Hey, Google, turn on living room lights. There we go. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to do a show dedicated to Little Treasury Jewelers and Steve, the Stevester. A lot of you guys know him. Kyle's in the house. He says, hey, guys, and Stig's in the house. And cheers, Mr. Submariner. And that is to Kyle. He has a Submariner. That's right, not a Submariner date. He has a Submariner. He bought the correct Submariner. Carlos is in the house. And Carlos, maybe you can pop in later and give your firsthand impressions of Little Treasury Jewelers because you've actually been there. And I'm going to do a quick screen share just to follow up on the units that we showed in the last show that Steve is going to be getting in. So let me see if I can pull this up real quick here. Just give me a second. And I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this stunner. This one is just absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. And so let me see if I can get that full screen. There we go. That is one that Steve is going to have a couple of these puppies coming in, and probably not more than a couple. This is going to be a hard to get piece. So if you want to get one, and I know there's already been some interest from some members of the Wrench Gang, if you want to get one of those puppies, I would get while the getting is good. And let's see, let's go back to me. Okay, and comments are coming in fast and furious. Dur's in the house. The correct Submariner has a date on it. Uh-oh, we have a debate going on the channel. We'll have to do a vote on that. Actually, there's no votes. This is a dictatorship, and it's no date is the way to go. And so is 14 karat or 18 karat gold necklace better? Is 18 karat worth the extra money? We're going to talk about that. We will talk about that. Very good subject. Yeah, no, says Kyle. Yeah, no date. Little Treasury Jewelers is the finest jeweler in all the land. If we lived in monarchy times, Little Treasury would be the jeweler of the king and the queen. There's no doubt. No date much better. Yes, we've settled that. Got the time off work. Should be attending the Little Treasury event as long as I can get a flight and the booking info for the hotel. Cool. Yes, talk to Steve because the rooms that he has booked out, the block of rooms, will be first come, first grab. And as far as I know, there's still some available. So grab your room. Let's see. Do you regret selling your president? No, not really. Okay, so let's talk about the 14 karat versus 18 karat gold thing. And I will tell you that when I decided I was going to order the signet ring, Steve told me that to go with 18 karat gold. He says they don't even do anything in 14 karat gold, nothing at all. And my impression in the past has been that it's kind of hard to tell a 14 karat yellow gold ring from an 18 karat yellow gold ring. Having said that, my wedding band is 18 karat gold. This Fope is 18 karat gold. The signet ring that we got for Brianna recently is 18 karat gold. And it wasn't that much of an increase in price from that particular supplier to go from 14 to 18. My gut reaction is there isn't much of a difference because I've even had 10 karat gold rings and they look pretty good. Okay. So my gut reaction is there's not that much of a difference, but I know Durr said that he thinks the 18 is too soft. My experience has been 18 is not that soft. I mean, I've never bent my wedding ring or anything like that. And Brianna's ring, the part that is down underneath the hand is not real thick. And we kind of pushed on it. I didn't push real hard, right? But I just kind of pushed on it to see if it was real flimsy, and it seemed pretty solid, and it's 18 karat. So my advice is if it looks really good to you and 14 karat you think looks good enough, then go ahead and go with it. But if you are on the fence or not sure, I see no downside really to going with the 18 karat. That's my gut, just on my experience and so on. And these people that say it's soft as butter and all this stuff, I wore my date 8 for the last one I had for 20 years and didn't baby it, and it looked great when I sold it. So as far as I'm concerned, gold holds up fine. So there you go. Great to hear it, Dur. We'll have fun. Okay. And I hear Biden was checking his Omega Seamaster when the bodies of our fallen troops were returning home. Talk about a lack of, oh my gosh. Okay, let's not go down the political role here because that can be a rabbit hole that we'd never get out of. David Williams is in the house. He says hi to Craig and all. Triforce Rich is in the house. Bring your BTC keys with you in case Bree is going to be there. Craig, could crowns make a comeback? I can see you wearing a classy bejeweled solid gold kingly crown. We might have to go to that extent. I'll have to get a throne also and a royal robe and so forth and the whole 9 yards. Yeah, I think we might have to do that. Actually, Steve is probably the one that should wear all that get up. He's really the king. So let's do this. I'm going to show a couple of quick photos. And this was from one of his events recently. And that's Chris. He works there. And so we're going to go through. There's Christina Denny. She was there at one of the events. There's the color version of that photo. I'm going to go through. Here's some other folks that were at one of his events. And we're going to just go through these photos because there's 400 and something of them. So we're not going to dwell on any for that long. But you can see these are photos that were taken at one of the recent watch events. I love that jacket. I think it's cool. I think it's cool. Step out with a kind of a wild jacket. That's what I say. And there's Christina posing with some folks. And I think this was during the wardrobing contest or some one of the contests. And so he has a lot of fun at these events. And we will revisit some of these photos as the show continues, and just kind of blasting through a few of them here. Oh, that looks like he's got a signet ring on. How cool is that? Looks like he's got a signet ring. See, I didn't invent this whole thing with the signet rings. And Brianna's in the house. Can you comment on the 18 karat gold? Is it soft as butter? Is it a problem with it being too soft? So she says, hello, Dur's in the house. 10 karat gold rings bend to the shape of my finger. So anything softer than that is a no-go for me. I don't understand how you do that, Dur. You must be, I don't know, who are people sitting on your hand or something? How is that getting bent like that? Maybe we don't want the details. Maybe those details are better left to the party when we're in a party atmosphere and everybody's had too many drinks. Of course, I don't drink, so I'll have fewer drinks. Looking forward to the upcoming event, says Brief at Dance in the House. Christina is the one that got away. If I was a Mormon, I would marry Christina as well as Rachel Smith. There you go. Driver's Rich, I just got kicked out of a speed running community. Those guys are too soft. Okay. I agree. If you are in the market for a new watch, Little Treasury is the place to go. However, if you are needing your Rolex serviced, go somewhere else. Yeah, I had a couple of watches serviced by Rolex themselves, and these were watches that I bought knowing they needed a service. I got a good deal on them because they were, in bad shape. And Rolex did a great job on both times. I had one serviced at Rolex in New York and one serviced at Rolex in Texas. And they did a great job both times. Boozer, which one and for what? Okay. Which animal makes the best fur? That's a really good question. I think it depends on what you're making. Beaver is really good for a hat. And they can make beaver felt out of it, or you can have a beaver fur hat. And because it handles the rain and things like that really well. So it depends on what you are making, I think, out of the fur. Resident Evil, okay. Should have known when those guys were all flaming liberals, okay. The gaming community has been invaded by far left extremists, many in San Francisco. Oh boy. We got to defund those puppies. That's why Bitcoin is the solution, folks. Bitcoin, let's go back to the bench here. You see there? Bitcoin is the solution. So my switcher's gotten knocked out of kilter. Hold on one second here. I don't know. I got to examine why it keeps getting knocked out of place. So I got to keep reaching further and further to push the buttons. To push somebody's buttons. Okay. When is the Watch Wardrobe event at Little Treasury? I believe it's the next event coming up. And let me see if I can put the banner across with the dates as here. Give me a second. I will see if I can do that. Here we go. So there's the tickering across October 8 and 9. October 8 and 9 are the dates for the upcoming event. And I believe it's on the 9th, which is the Saturday that he has that competition. Any opinion on Jake Paul fight? Not from me, maybe some other folks in the chat. For your kingly robe, would you go for bear or leopard skin? I think leopard would be cool. Yeah. Do you like Cardano? No, I don't do any of the altcoins. I buy and hold Bitcoin, and I hold it with a strong hand. I also second the kingly robe crown. Would make a great photo op for you and Bree. Make it happen. Oh, geez. Okay. Let's see. Durr in the house just bought another $100 worth of Bitcoin yesterday during a tiny little dip, still holding strong. Durr is accumulating. Durr, you got to liquidate those steel stunners. You got to do it now. You're going to be, 4 years from now, I can hear it now. Durr's going to be at one of the Little Treasury parties, and he's going to say, darn, I should have listened to you. I should have sold the gold stunners and bought 2 Bitcoin, because he could get 2 Bitcoin right now for his gold stunners. He'll say, damn it, I should have bought 2 Bitcoin, because right now they're $1 million a piece. That would be $2 million that I will have gotten for the steel stunners. He'll say, why on earth did I not sell the steel stunners and buy Bitcoin and hold it with an iron hand for 4 years? Why didn't I do that? That's what he's going to be saying at the Little Treasury event 5 years from now. 5 years from now, he's going to be saying that at the Little Treasury event. Why did I not do that? Do you wear gold necklaces? No, I don't have one. But if I did, it would be 18 karat gold. Brianna is talking about getting one to match her Fope. I finally got a bracelet because I saw Steve wearing his, and I just thought it was cool. So I've got a bracelet, but no, I don't have a necklace. Oh, I can't keep up. Let me show you the picture of the, where is it? Brand. Let me show you the picture of Steve. Here it is. Steve wearing the bracelet. Let me take the comment off there. See the bracelet that's on his right hand there? That's his Fope, and he's wearing the 002. When that was the day I bought my 002 from him, he's wearing the 002 on his left hand, and that's his Fope. And so that's how I learned about the whole bracelet thing, was through all of that, through seeing Steve wearing it. So yeah. Okay, let's get back here. Been in AD since 0.03. Okay, ADA. Okay. Yeah, I just think that you really risk it when you screw around with the altcoins. You're really taking a high risk, and I'm not a high risk investor. I'm a low risk investor, so I own solely Bitcoin, and I'm really happy that I've held it for many years now. Held the Bitcoin with a strong hand. I don't trade. Traders get wrecked very often. You're right. I should sell the gold stunners for Bitcoin. No. Gold stunners with an S? Yeah, keep the date. Here's the tip. Here's the pro tip. This is what I would do if I were you, okay? I would sell everything but the date, and of course, keep the Fope to go with it. I'd wear the date and the Fope and sell all the rest and put it all in Bitcoin, and then I would deposit half of that Bitcoin with crypto.com and get 4.5% interest on it. That's what I would do and call it a day. Kyle Jett in the house. I think the Dodgers and the Giants are colluding with each other. They both managed to lose the exact same night, Friday and Sunday. So no change in the standings. Oh, collusion. Uh-oh. Craig, why is it when I go to buy BTC on Coinbase, the buying price is higher than the current market value? Yeah, I would not use Coinbase anymore. I would use Depending on the amounts you're buying, if you're buying relatively low amounts, I would use a Strike, a Jack Mallers Strike app. Let me pull it up and I'll show you what it looks like. I don't use Coinbase anymore. I haven't used them for years. There are better options now. There was a time when there was not a better option, so you had no choice. Here it is. See the Strike? Oh, for crying out loud. See the Strike app there? See that symbol? Use that. Use that app. And there are no fees for buying Bitcoin. There's a small spread, but there's a small spread everywhere. But that is your best bet for buying Bitcoin. So I would do that. Now they have limits of how much you can buy each week, and then as you do business with them, they slowly increase that limit. But now if you're buying more than their limit, geez, I don't know. Yeah, I guess you kind of have to go back to Coinbase. But if you do use Coinbase Pro. Coinbase Pro. Don't use the you're automatically, when you sign up, you're automatically a member of both Coinbase Pro and regular Coinbase. Use the Pro version. The fees are lower. Okay. Let's see. And what else do we have here? Steel or gold stunners. Yeah. Sunrise Beaches. How many watches are too many to own? I like a 2-watch rotation max. And I would love to be able to go down to a 1-watch rotation. If I could have one watch that could do it all, that was just an amazing do-it-all piece, then that might be a good option. But for years, I did the 2-watch rotation where I have one gold stunner and one heavy use sport watch and rotate those two. So that's how I did it for basically 40 years. So, I'm not going to give you advice, something that I didn't do. Business in the House, Craig. Brianna would like a solid gold Bitcoin tiara. There you go, working on it. Is Steve coming on the show today? Possibly. Let's not do any spoilers here, but it is possible that we will be visited by the mighty Steve. That is possible. Dur's in the house. I looked at a Bitcoin ATM at the gas station last night, and they had Bitcoin for sale at 58K, just a bit of a premium. Yeah, you got to watch. Some of these things are very high premiums. And I can tell you right now, it's only going to get worse. It's going to get worse. It's going to get, mark my words, that it's going to get more difficult to get Bitcoin than it is to get a Pepsi, right? It's going to be like that. It's going to be hard to get Bitcoin. It's going to get to the point where people aren't even going to want to sell their Bitcoin for any price. They'll just say, no, forget about it. I'm not selling. I mean, it's going to get to that point. There's going to be a FOMO like we have never seen. People's faces are going to melt off when the real FOMO starts happening. And that's when the rest of the millionaires and billionaires, the high net worth individuals, start waking up and start realizing that they're being left behind by people like Michael Saylor. They all start waking up at the same time and all start trying to buy. It is going to be good watching. It's going to be good watching is all I'm saying. Are they altcoins because they haven't decided what kind of coins they want to be yet? They're altcoins because they think they're a better alternative than Bitcoin. They think they're the way to go and that you should sell your Bitcoin and buy theirs. Altcoins are created by people with the sole purpose of getting other people's Bitcoin. They sell them for Bitcoin, generally speaking. So, they want you to give them your Bitcoin, and then they give you back an altcoin. That's how that works. Also commonly referred to as S coins. You can fill out the other 3 digits of the word for the S word. Just imagine, Craig, if Dur just listened to you and sold all his steel clutter and bought the 002 and 231 and invest the rest in BTC. Let's do the calculation live how much Dur lost. I think he would have, what would he have now? $2.3 million in Bitcoin? I think so. I think it's 2.3 million. No, actually, on this broadcast, I think the earliest I started talking about it with you guys I think Bitcoin was what, 3,000, 4,000, somewhere in that range. I talked about it on other videos here on the channel when it was $1,000. But as far as the watch people, these shows, I think it was, 3 or 4,000 was the cheapest. So, um, and I didn't start talking publicly about it until it was about $1,000 because I didn't feel like it was here to stay until it got to that point. It had survived a couple of major drawdowns and like the phoenix came up out of the ashes. And at that point, I felt comfortable that I could publicly talk about it. And so that's when I had Adam Meister come over and we did the interview video and all that. And the longer it survives, the longer Bitcoin survives, the more likely it is unstoppable. I think to pull off wearing a gold watch, you have to wear a heavy gold chain and a tracksuit. No, 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 no. You just saw that picture of Steve wearing the gold stunner. It looks stunning with a suit. You gave him the advice when you bought the 002, so we have to go to that date. Okay, so that date Bitcoin was, because remember, I bought $25,000 worth of Bitcoin after I bought the 002 because somebody gave me a hard time saying, oh, you should have bought Bitcoin instead of the 002. So I said, okay, I'll do both. So I bought $25,000 worth, and that was 2.5 Bitcoin. And I paid just under 10,000 for that Bitcoin. So that was when Bitcoin was $10,000. So I do remember that vividly. And the videos here on the channel. Leon, you may be correct. Let's see here. I believe Durr has a tutor. He can look. Oh, he means tutor. I'm using Strike and I like it. Makes it super simple. Yes, and the fees are very low. That's right, Durr. That is a good move. Geez, the comments just jumped like crazy. Where the heck are we? Oh my gosh, I can't keep up, guys. Come on, slow it down a little bit. Kyle's in the house. Leon, are you going to the event? Kyle, yes. Sunrise Beaches. Do you like the 41 millimeter oyster petrol? I don't like them that big. I loved my 36 mil watches, my 36 mil Datejust, my 36 mil Date 8, but there are people that say they're too small, but I don't buy into that. But you got to try them on your own wrist and see what you feel. Don't listen to YouTubers that, saying that, oh, those watches are too small and all this. Try them on and see, because you might be surprised. Always use Coinbase Pro. Fees are considerably lower. Yes, they are. And they're even lower on Strike, on the Strike app. Lower meaning pretty much zero. What's the dress attire for a Little Treasury event? Will Kyle be wearing a tuxedo, or is it more casual three-piece suit type event? I'm probably going to wear my Bill's khakis and a nice sport coat. I don't think I'm going to wear a suit. And I remember one time it was a little bit warmer there than I would have liked it to, and I ended up taking off my sport coat. So you might want to check with Steve and see if his air conditioning is up to snuff and all that, and make your determination. A lot of people will just be wearing like polo shirts and stuff if it's a warm day. In October, you can have some warm days and some cooler days. So I think I would plan it based on that too. But no, I don't think you have to overdress for this event, but dress nice. Wear really nice, expensive stuff. I think that's the way to go. I might wear my alligator boots. What do you think, guys? Should I wear my alligator Lucchese's? Or should I wear like a $5,000 pair of boots? What do you guys think about that? Oh man, I haven't worn any of my suits in quite some time. Yeah, you can wear a nice suit. Absolutely, Kyle. Absolutely, you can do that. I always wear a suit, but I'm going to dress pretty casually this time. During the house, probably jeans and a button-up, maybe a sport coat. Nothing like black tie. Yeah, what about, are you going to have like I hope like an alligator belt or something, like a really expensive belt and some really expensive shoes, maybe? David Williams in the house. No suit here unless in the wardrobe contest. There you go. David Williams usually changes 3 or 4 times during the event. He's like one of these celebrities that has to, you know what I mean, has to keep everybody entertained. So he'll probably change 3 or 4 times. Okay. I dressed up as a 19th century German forester and wore Longines pocket watch, won a G-Shock. Whoa, Leon, way to hustle, in the mood. Kyle's in the house. They were tailor-made, and I'm getting bigger. LOL, not fitting as nice lately, I don't think. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's the problem when you change sizes of your physique. Uh, why do you like Bitcoin instead of Ethereum? Um, okay, the quick answer is Ethereum is very unstable. We don't know what the future of Ethereum is because it's changed pathways several times and major changes and I don't like change. I like a especially if I'm going to trust my money, I want something rock solid. I want a foundation that is rock solid. Add to that the fact that Bitcoin has a huge head start on Ethereum as far as adoption around the world, as far as the number of places that uh, support Bitcoin. And I'm not saying like accept it to buy it, but the number of institutions and organizations and all that are involved in Bitcoin, it's probably at least double the number that are involved with Ethereum. And so, yeah, for a whole lot of reasons. And we don't know how many Ethereum there will ultimately be. We know there'll be 21 million Bitcoin, but we have no idea how many Ethereum there will be. And so it's very unstable. And so it's high risk. And I'm a low risk investor. But if you like high risk, I mean, it's given good returns this year. And a lot of people make a lot of money on altcoins. I'm not saying they don't, but I don't need it. I want my wealth to be secure and stable. I'm not building my wealth right now. I'm just trying to maintain and keep my wealth stable. I'm past the point of building my wealth. I've already done that. So now I just want a safe haven to put, some wealth and have it be, rock solid. And I feel that that's what Bitcoin is. So to each their own. I think most altcoins 5 years from now won't even be around. I doubt Ethereum will be around 5 years from now. And it certainly won't be around in its current state. It'll be like something totally different. What ship was Michael Saylor sailing on? What was it? A CraigShip. There you go. He has a couple of large yachts that could probably be classified as a ship. I remember you in that costume. It was great. David, remembering the showrunner. Most individuals who buy crypto buy when prices are rising. The smart money always waits, buys the dips. That's if you're a trader. If you're a long-term hodler, you don't care. You just keep buying. Michael Saylor just buys. He just keeps buying and holding, buying and holding. But again, if you're trading crypto, if you're in the crypto casino, then yeah, you gotta time it. You gotta time the highs and lows, and most people end up getting wrecked. In the future, it's going to be preposterous to trade Bitcoin for worthless fiat. No, yeah, absolutely. Nobody's going to want the fiat. Ethereum sounds like a disease that the doctors gave you a penicillin pill for after spending the night with a liberal lady in a cheap hotel room. Good point. Maybe I should just sell the sub and the GS and throw it all into BTC. What do you think, Craig? I would definitely sell the sub. Yes, well, it's at the top of the market right now. They're not gonna go that much higher than they are right now, especially in regards to Bitcoin value, okay? Bitcoin is definitely gonna go up more than the sub over time. So that's my opinion. So I would definitely sell the sub and put it into BTC. You'll regret that you didn't. Perhaps sell the car too. If it's an expensive one, yeah. If it's an expensive one, yeah, because it ain't going up in value that much either, if at all. Kyle Jet, don't forget to sell those nice sunglasses and old suits. Consider selling some of your clothes to convert to Gitman Brothers when your BTC hits around 250K. Triforce Rich giving some solid advice. Problem is clothes have very little resale value. David's in the house. Oh, this is to David Williams. A lot of folks feel sorry for me because I did not get the Zodiac or the German watch. I forgot what brand, but I left with a watch that I did not have to pay for. I call it a win. Yes, that is a win. Smaller man's watches are red hot right now, but not too small. Again, I don't buy what's hot. I buy what'll work for me, what'll look good on my wrist, and what I can wear for many, many years. Kyle, basics are good to have around. Let's see here. What are we doing? Craig, should we liquidate all our earthly possessions and throw it into BTC? I mean, if you don't have one whole BTC, if you're not a Bitcoiner, a whole Bitcoiner, then I would seriously rethink my priorities at this point, because this is getting real. Okay. And this situation could get out of hand fast, and it could get to the point where it's almost impossible for you to get one whole BTC. That's all I'm saying. It could get to that point. When is Bitcoin going to break out and go over 100K? We don't know. Nobody knows. And all these people that watch the charts and all that, they don't know. But all the fundamentals are looking good. The growth of the network, the number of new people coming onto the network, everything is looking positive. And let's face it, the price is very high right now. We could have a pullback. We could absolutely have a pullback. But the price has been holding high now for quite a while. There's a lot of support. Michael Saylor just bought $177 million worth of Bitcoin at an average price of $45,000 a coin. So what does that tell you? Here's a billionaire spending $177 million on Bitcoin that he spent an average of $45,000 a coin for. And he's a freaking rocket scientist. Okay. He's a real rocket scientist. So, he's not a wannabe like Elon Musk. Right. And so I think that would be a wake up call to me. Okay. Rich, I need the sunglasses. There you go. Craig, my advice is for you to come dressed as Indiana Jones or film noir character straight out of the black and white days. We'll give it a shot. We'll give it a shot. A lot of my clothes, I kind of look like that. Craig, you blew my cover. Oh, okay. Sorry. Rotate around 3 pairs of underwear and a few nice shirts and 2 pants. The rest goes into BTC. Probably a simple life. Tim's in the house. There isn't there another coin that's about to overtake Ethereum? We have no idea what's going to happen in the altcoin space. All I know is when I first got into Bitcoin, there was Litecoin, and then I think shortly thereafter Ethereum came along. Or I maybe have that backwards. But anyway, all there were basically Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Ethereum. And then all these other altcoins started coming. Then we had that altcoin season and the altcoin, mania going on in 2000. And that's what kind of caused all that FOMO and everybody just going crazy. Now we got the same thing going on with NFTs. It's just total insanity. Total insanity. I want a Fiat 500 with a stick, fun little cars. Okay. Remember that horror show in the 90s called The Tales from the Crypt? I hear they're rebooting it and it's called Tales from the Crypto and will feature Crypto Keeper. Hey, that's a good one. All right, let's go. Let's take a look at a few more photos here. Let's go through a few. Any photo with Christina Denny is a good one. These are all, I guess, from the contest. Okay. And she posed with each winner or whatever. I guess these people were all okay. We're all pleading their case. And there's the watch that looks way too big on that guy's wrist. I'm sorry. He was so proud of that watch, but it's like a James Cameron or something. Look at that thing. It's just insane and absolutely insane. And he bought it because of these YouTubers and all. Oh, I had to have this watch and my dream watch and all this stuff. It looks ridiculous. It's a shame. It's probably uncomfortable as all get out too on the wrist. So anyway, see how that one's nice and trim? It looks a lot better. Okay. All right. So we're moving along here. Okay. So there's his outfit. There's his outfit. All right. There's an outfit there. How's that? Yeah, we'll leave it on that one for now. Okay. Craig, if BT drop below 10,000, would you sell some of your homes and go all in? I'd probably start going all in at 20. I don't think it even has to go down to 10. But yeah, I'd buy up as much as I freaking could. Watched an old video of your Shogun review. Makes me want to buy one as a beater. Why did you sell it? I've sold it because it was running slow. I sold it because it's running slow, and I just can't abide a watch that's running slow. And I sold it basically because that's when I stepped up to this watch. And I got to tell you that story because that's how I met Steve. So I'll tell you the story. I I had the Shogun and I loved it. I wore it for a couple of years. I loved it. And I might miss a few of your comments here. Sorry, but I got to tell this story. So anyway, I love the Shogun. It was extremely comfortable on wrist, good looking watch. I like the class, very easy to use. You know, no complaints. Wonderful watch. And I was rotating it with my date 8. And so I went to see Steve. I found out about the 231. I saw a video on Arizona Fine Time. And I watched that a couple times and I was impressed with the watch as a step up from the 007, right? Just the benefits of the 007, but taken to a whole nother level was the 231, in my opinion. And so I didn't go to see Steve right away because I saw that video. I was in Florida and the AD was quite a hike, like a couple hours away. And I just didn't want to take the time and go and so on. And I dilly-dallied around. Then I was back up in Maryland. Then I saw the video again from Arizona Fine Time. I don't know why, but I watched it again. And I said, you know, I wonder if there's a dealer in this area. So I did some research and I found out about Steve. So I called Steve and I said that I would like to come there and shoot some video clips of the 231. And I sent him the link to the 007 video, which had a bunch of views at the time, like 500,000 views. And so he said, sure, you can come take photos and shoot a video of the watch, right? And I didn't say I was going to buy one, but I did bring some cash with me. So I went there and I met Steve, and great guy right from the moment I met him. And I shot some photos and some video clips of the watch and some stuff for some other watches there to put on the channel. And he was just very gracious and so on. And I really did like this watch. I liked it. And so I didn't need the watch, of course, but I put a cash offer on the counter. I said, here's cash money. And I'm not going to say how much, but it was a discount, significant discount on the watch. And so I laid it down on the counter. I said, cash money. I said, you can take the cash and I can take the watch. And, you know, that's the way this is going to work. And, or I'll just leave with the cash and you can keep the watch. And so he hemmed and hawed and blah, blah, blah. And he says, well, you know, you're doing a video and all that. Well, you know, he hemmed and hawed and he ultimately took the cash. Right. And that started our now 4+ year relationship. And I'm happy. I'm happy with this watch. It's been extremely robust. It looks great. It's very comfortable. And it's a major step up in quality from the 007, which for the price, the 007 is a stellar watch. It is a stellar watch. But this is just a big step up from there. Okay, let me try to catch up. Craig, Watchbox went live right after you did. I'm sure they're trying to steal your audience. Well, okay, that's good. Good on them. They can go for it. Craig, if someone wants to meet lots of old white men with Little Treasury event, be a good place. There's going to be some young whippersnappers there too. Yeah, but you can meet all of the above there. And I think they're all good people. All good salt of the earth people. Or he wouldn't have them there as his guest if they weren't pretty much all that. I think the guy's wife bought him that James Cameron, but he wanted the smaller Sea Dweller. If I had a gal that bought me a Rolex, I'd be happy too. Yeah, but he said it was his dream watch. He said it repeatedly. Oh, wait, what is going on here? What is going on? Hold on, stand by.
Okay.
Stand by, folks.
All right.
We got the Stevester. Can you hear me, Steve?
I can. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. And you look great.
Yeah.
I want to try to experiment on something here. By the way, I just told the story about how we met.
I caught the tail end of it. But what about that hemming and hawing? I thought I acquiesced right away.
Well, you acquiesced, but you know,
it was a fair deal.
I have to be honest. I did lowball you a little bit because it wouldn't have broken my heart if I walked out without the watch and kept the cash.
Well,
But
you
now that
intimidated me by walking out and coming back with two holsters on or whatever it was. Do you remember that one? A watch on each hip, and I said, "What the heck is this guy going to do?"
well, I mean, I think what really happened was I was able to conceal my excitement of
Ah,
the 231. I was able to act like kind of like I didn't really care,
well,
one way or the other. But in actuality, I was just like, oh my God, this thing's unbelievable.
yeah, well, you got me, didn't you? So
Yeah.
anyway,
So
it's
so
been a beautiful friendship ever since.
So let me see if I can make you. I want to see if I can make you full screen. I want to experiment here. Let's see.
Yeah,
Solo layout. Let's try this. Now, if something goes wrong here, you might have to come back in.
I
So,
had a hard
oh,
time.
there. Look at that. Can you still hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah,
Oh, this is cool. I can make you full screen.
you've never done that before.
No, not in this program.
Look at the mess this place is. It's like a hurricane has come through here. I was going
So
to go home.
now
I was
I'm
trying
gonna.
to go home to go to my studio, and I just got slammed with 4 quick watch sales from after 4 o'clock, and I just couldn't get the heck out of here.
Well, let's talk about real quick about this situation, which is that you are busy as a one arm paper hanger coming up to these events,
Yeah,
and so you're juggling a little bit, but you are making some rooms available for you've just reserved some rooms for people to
right.
book. I mean, you're not paying for the rooms, but you've reserved a block of rooms that people can take advantage of.
There is a new hotel that just came online this year in our center. It's on the other end of the center, and the center is pretty big, but it's much more convenient than.
Is it walking distance?
Yeah, it's a good walk, and I think that Dave Williams checked it out with them. He thought it was like a 20-minute walk, but I think that's a slow walk. It might be more like 10 minutes or
What's the parking like at the hotel?
totally open. I mean,
So no
infinite.
problem.
No, no. So,
Wow, this is good news.
yeah, but people who want to book a room, I think you ought to hurry up. I hear there's a Navy football weekend, and that's 12 miles from here. But there was some noise about hotels booking up that weekend. So we have, I think, 10 rooms in our block, and
Okay.
you can get, if you're coming, you can email info@littletreasury.com and tell us what you're doing. And my wife Linda is going to respond with the booking number and contact information.
Okay, good. Yeah, so do that, folks. Do that like ASAP. Don't dilly-dally on the room. And okay, and so you're going to have the first day of the event is Friday.
Yes.
And this is really exclusive content for the channel here because you haven't posted the event
No,
yet
no,
on your Facebook
working
page.
on that. And so that'll be from probably 11 o'clock on Friday till 6 p.m. And
Okay.
on Saturday, 11 o'clock to 5 p.m. The store will be open at 10 on both of those days, but usually the vendors like a little breathing room to set up the watch
Yeah.
dealers and whatever. So should be a pretty strong event. Obviously, we're going to have the Grand Seiko here. Omega will be strongly represented for a couple of days.
So they're both going to have factory reps there.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
and special pieces that we might not have in stock, and
And this piece here, let me show you this piece real quick. You're going to have somebody from this organization.
yeah, we just met with them. I have a little video I was going to put on the show, but I didn't have time to upload that either. We just met with Fope in Las Vegas at the luxury show last week, where we were, and saw there's a new men's collection. You're showing a man's watch there, but they have new models that have just come out. They have cufflinks, sort of the whole 9 yards, and that collection will be here as well.
Well, I'll tell you, I really like mine. It's comfortable. It's fun to wear with the 002. Let me bring that up on the screen real
I
quick.
enjoy mine.
Yeah, it's fun to wear with that 002 stunner there, and I even wear it now sometimes with the 231. What do you think about mixing and matching the Fope with the titanium piece?
Well, your 231 has gold accents on the dial,
Okay.
the gold logo, and my SBGC 205, and I can't
Mhm.
rotate my wrist enough,
Mhm.
has gold accents also, so it works very well.
And does yours actually have gold indices?
Uh, it has gold indices, gold hands.
Yeah, so yours really works well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then even the little gold marker on the clasp.
Yeah. Yeah.
And here's
Now, for somebody like Carlos that goes the white gold route, you also have the faux pays available in white gold.
yeah, we just sold a fellow the same as mine, but in white gold. He wanted to
Okay.
be a little under the radar and hasn't come in yet. He'll probably be at the show. He'll probably have it by then. And
Please see if he'll wear it to the
yeah,
show because
oh,
Carlos would
very
probably
well,
like to see
great
it.
guy. And his wife got a yellow gold piece, so they're sort of matching.
Yeah, and so folks watching, don't forget the little lady. I mean, my goodness, you're going to be buying yourself a nice watch at Steve's event. Pick her up a faux pay because
Yeah.
she's going to just be delighted, and it is so practical. I mean, they're so durable. Correct me if I'm wrong. They're guaranteed for life, right?
Yes, they are. And
I mean,
I've had
it's
mine
just a
for years and have no issues with it still.
they feel very sturdy when you put them on and off. We literally roll them on and off,
Right.
which I thought, wouldn't that put a lot of stress on it? But it doesn't. It just rolls very easily right on and off of your
Mhm.
hand. And they're very robust. Brianna's is much smaller gauge than this one, not as thick. And it's every bit as robust. It seems like it will never fail. So I think the ladies one, the beauty of it is she can literally wear that all the time and doesn't have to baby it. Does Linda wear hers all the time?
She does. Yeah, she loves it. So she has several. She layers them. She has several colors uh, as well, but they're much thinner than ours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she hasn't had any problem with any either, right?
No, she loves it. I mean, it's
Yeah.
her daily thing. So, and she could have anything in the store. Obviously, I see a lot of questions here that showed up. I guess
I'm missing
I
them.
didn't. I wasn't able to catch anything going on before.
Okay, do you see any that we need to address?
I see a number of them saying Steve this, Steve that, and I'm going backwards now to. Oh boy, you've been on for a long time.
Now, are you logged in such a way that you can show the comment also, or do I have to show it on the screen?
Let's see. Let me find one. Mm,
If you hover your mouse over it and it gives you the show option, then that means you can show it.
no, you're the boss in this case. So
Okay, so yeah, so it depends on how you're logged in. Okay, so all right, let me catch up here and see if there's something that we should show.
yeah.
Smallers, okay, I got that. I got that. I'm just trying to okay, I got that one.
Comments are. I'll go over these later after this is over.
Craig, someone wants. Oh, okay. I read that one. Thanks, guys. Well, okay. I read that one. I'm just trying to catch up to where we were. Okay. Steve has more modern suits and Craig has more vintage suits. Well, yeah, because I'm cheap. All my suits were bought when I was selling cars like 35 years ago. um, so there you go. Let's see, what's this? Does Fope make gold sweatbands using the same tech?
I don't think so.
You don't want that. No, you don't want it under pressure expanded on your arm because Brianna made the mistake of taking mine and rolling it up onto her forearm, and it was like expanded, and it'll literally put a mark around your skin, an indent, right? And so you don't want to wear it that way. You want to wear it a little bit loose. You want it a little bit loose, and then when you pull it on and off, it expands to go on and off. So that's the way you want to do that Triforce.
So I'm scrolling through here. Do we know who all's coming? I know.
Oh, yes, a bunch of them are coming. Durr's coming. I think. Can anybody put a comment in right now if you're coming? Put yes, I'm in the comments, and so we can get a quick tally. Durr says the springs on the Fope are reverse engineered, so the odds of them wearing out are highly unlikely because of the way they work.
Yeah.
Okay. No, Kyle, I'm stuck in Florida, but I would love to. I already bought a watch from Steve at Little Treasure. You don't have to buy a watch. You can come to the event.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait, hold on there. No, you don't need to buy a watch.
Come on. Kyle can come. He's in Florida. Come on up.
He bought a watch. Which Kyle are we talking about?
No, I'm sorry. This is no Kyle. He says, this is Ultraman Red. He says, I'm stuck in Florida, but I would love to. I already bought a watch from Steve at Little Treasury. So
he can attend the live stream.
He should still come. Yeah, that's right. You can also watch it live. If you can't make it in person, we're going to have a live stream. Carlos says, I'm coming. Durr says, I'm coming. I'm in. But Durr, you got to get that hotel room reserved.
Triforce. Come on. What do you mean you're trying?
And Ray says, I'll be there. Triforce. I might be coming. I'm trying to make arrangements. Yeah, okay. Get on that. Because everybody's going to be there this time. Yeah. Kyle's in the house. Steve, I'll be emailing you very soon. I'm almost certainly coming. Okay. Yes, I will be in either Friday or Saturday, probably Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, Saturday is the big day with most of the big festivities. So, if you kind of pick between the two, be there Saturday.
Italy end on Saturday. I think that's the recommendation.
David says I'll attend.
Mm-hmm.
Nominating Ray for Wrench Gang again. He has been here a long time. Ray, let us know if you want to be a Wrench Gang member, and we will make you one. But it's up to him. He's got to tell us he wants it.
Ray definitely deserves a wrench.
I already bought 2 GSs from Steve. I used the pen you gave me to sign an extremely important contract. I'll tell you in person. Oh, okay. So he is. Triforce is coming.
Was I in the contract?
So Triforce is coming. Okay. I'll watch the live stream, says Ultraman. Okay. As soon as I get the hotel info, I'll get it booked. Yep. Okay.
We'll send it later, a little bit later.
Yeah. Let's do that though in the next day, Dur. Don't wait. Let's see what else. It was a real pleasure buying from Steve. Thanks, Craig, for the intro. And Ray's in the house. I eat way too many chips at my mom's basement. I have to have a wrench. Okay, Ray, we got to give him a wrench. Let me see if I can open it up in the browser over here and get him a wrench. Because I can't do it in the StreamYard. I got to do it in YouTube. But I will do this. Give me a second.
Yeah.
And we'll get him a wrench as we speak. This is what you call service. This is the kind of service Steve gives his customers, is immediate action. Okay, let's pause that. And where is he now? I got to find him in the comments. I don't see his comment. How come I don't see his comment? Steve, do you have the latest Seiko? Right. All right. Here he is. Okay. I found him. All right.
For Tim McDonald, we do. I think we have all the Astron models. To be honest, I hear.
Durr says Triforce Rich used the pen to sign a prenup agreement. Also, I bought Ultraman. I thought Ultraman had a wrench too. Maybe changed a different account, but are we sure that's the real Ultraman then? That's the question. It might not be the real Ultraman. Steve, are you still interested in my Pepsi? Thinking of selling it, and I know you wanted it jokingly. I might bring it if you do want. Yes, Triforce Rich, sell that thing.
Just bring it. You may not be able to go home with it.
Yeah, sell that thing and buy some BTC with it, with the money. Okay. Tim is in the house. Steve, do you have the latest Seiko Astron GPS models?
And I said yes.
Okay,
I
Steve,
think you have everything.
did the Casio GSOC GPW 2000 ever arrive back from Casio service?
I'll have our service manager get back to you, Leon. I don't know that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And let's see. No, I'm the real and the original Ultraman. So do we give him a wrench? How do we know? I need a verification on this. Is Carlos still here? He was our chief of security. Carlos, I need your verification.
Here's the test. Ask what Ultraman Red bought from me.
Yes. What watch did you buy from Steve? And we can get Steve to verify right now. Is Blue coming? What about Derek?
Yeah, Derek, you must come. But I don't think he will leave.
If Derek doesn't come, the show will.
He'll never leave.
Yeah, if Derek doesn't come, then the party will end, and we don't want the party to ever end. So he's got to come. Triforce Rich would be good timing. Yeah, sell at the top of the market. That's what I say. And everyone has to grow a mustache for the timeout event at Little Treasury, including you. No. Steve owns the whole mustache thing.
No, we'll have a mustache contest too.
So,
a mustache.
All right. So who are we going to give a wrench to here?
We were going to give one
Ultraman.
And
Red. Carlos, can you confirm? Carlos is in the chat. Can you confirm that Ultraman is this is the real, the one and only Ultraman? Let's see. There we do have a comment in here. Steve. Okay.
Okay.
He says I cannot verify him unless he comes to Panama.
He's the right guy. He's the guy.
Steve, have you had a customer progress from Seiko 5 to Seiko Presage to GS?
Yeah, probably. Yeah. We've sold a lot of all. And I think so.
Okay, I'm adding a moderator. If this backfires, then I don't know what to say. Okay. And we got Seiko Prospex LX Antarctica. Okay. Steve always has awesome swag at the shows. Is there going to be any swag at the shows?
I think so. I think so.
Cool. Yes, mustache contest. All right, I'll bring it for trade, Steve. Not really interested in straight cash. Better deal for Steve and me to do a trade. Yeah, but what would he do a straight trade for?
Snowflake.
Maybe, yeah, I don't know. Okay, so Steve, do you sell Crador?
Not at the moment.
Okay.
Stay tuned.
My initials are JC, and I'm on Craig's Facebook account. Okay.
San Antonio, TX 121074.
What's that? Oh, that's Steve's thing.
Yeah, my phone.
Steve is the swag at the event. Rubik Cubes contest, please. I guess Carlos must be good at that.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, so we can't do a contest that you suggest, Carlos, because you'll probably hustle everybody. You can't have a setup deal at one of Steve's events here. Craig, do you miss Google Hangouts? No, the technology's better now. But they were fun back in the day. You know, a quick story on that, Steve. Do you know that the Hangout on Air did not exist? And what we did was we figured out a way to use Hangouts and do a live broadcast anyway using Hangouts. We did like a hack.
Oh, really?
And then Google saw what we were doing, and they liked it so much that they added the feature to Google Hangouts
Interesting.
called a Hangout on Air.
Interesting.
But those of us that had live streaming, I had Google live streaming already approved, right? But it wasn't part of the Hangouts, but we would just take the Hangout and live stream it anyway.
Yeah.
And they said, oh, since you're doing that anyhow, we might as well go ahead and add that feature to the
Cool.
the whole thing. All right, we got another thing here. Ray's in the house. He says, Steve, don't trade my watch. What watch?
Which watch? I don't even know which watch.
Somebody's laughing. Yes, a Pepsi for a snowflake. Very fair.
Try to be
I think
fair, Little Treasury.
Yeah, I think that's a good deal. Steve, after all, the Pepsi's worn out, you know. It's a year or two old. I mean, you know, it's had better days. The SLGA007, good idea to get on the list. Well, if you want one, you better get on the list, right, Steve?
You're going to be on our backup list if you get on it.
Let's see if I can show that. Is this it here? Is that it?
Yeah.
How did you like that, Steve?
Beautiful piece.
How'd you like the way I got that up that quick on the screen?
You're amazing. You are. You're just, you put me in awe.
Can you say that again?
Your technical abilities are unsurpassed.
So what are his chances of getting that thing?
They've gotten a little slim. I think we have pre-orders on everything we think we're going to get. And if you were on our secondary list, it would be dependent on someone dropping off. But it happens.
So he better get on the list is the basic thing.
But be prepared to wait, and it's a finger biter. So, okay.
Craig, the type of guy that buys a watch for $20K and uses a cup he found on the street to drink water from. That's right. I found this. Did they tell you the story?
No.
I was hiking and I found this Yeti insulated cup, whatever the heck it is, stainless steel. And I found it. And 2 weeks later, I found another one. I found two of these things. The other one is all stainless steel.
So what do you think that means?
I have no idea, but I've been hiking for years up here, and I've found two in 2 weeks, and then have never found any others. So I don't know what that is.
The lost and found, I take it.
Yeah, I sure did. I tried to find the owner. I yelled and screamed. I was in the middle of nowhere
for an hour.
Yeah, and wow, stunning. Okay. Oh yeah, he liked that special edition. Yeah, I guess he did. It's going to be unobtainium though. It's going to be hard to get. Does that GS have a micro adjusting class? No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
You got to, what you'd have to do with those is you have to fit them a little bit loose. And then that way, if your wrist expands a little bit, you're still okay and you'll be fine. I had the same thing going on with the snowflake and it worked. And somebody says stunning again. Steve, are we going for steak after the event? Triforce Rich in the house.
Yeah, it depends upon how we do.
Yeah, it depends on if he has a successful day. Yeah. You celebrate a successful day. You don't celebrate a day that's not successful. So we can't know that in advance. But I will say this: every event has been fun, and you're going to have some vittles at the event, correct?
Yeah, always.
Yeah. So there you go. You won't be hungry.
Oysters are featured. This is for the benefit of the Oyster Recovery Project here in Maryland. So we give a portion of the proceeds to them for shucking oysters all day long.
Craig or Steve, have you ever met Nancy Pelosi? I haven't.
Are you going to make an introduction, Boozer? Do you know?
Maybe she'll be at the event. Okay. Is Joe Kirk coming to the event?
Not that I know of. Would you like him to come? I'll pass on an invite from the ranch gang.
There you go.
I saw him last Thursday.
Steve, are you giving vouchers to the grilled cheese place?
The grilled cheese place is defunct, so I'll be glad to give you a voucher. They
went out of business.
I don't know. They went away.
Okay. I have already purchased 2 GS from Steve. Despite my questionable comments, he knows I'm legit. I need copious amounts of red meat. Triforce Rich in the house.
We got the message, Triforce.
Yeah, you don't worry. It's let's keep keep this on the what do they call it, on the down low. Okay, there are no watches on LT site for GS limited editions.
No, really? They're not in our shopping cart because that's not allowed, but they should be there. I'll check.
Okay, let's see here. Nancy's thermoses. Hey, these are stainless steel. They clean up fine. I don't care.
Yeah.
Hey, the more money I save by not, buying things like this that I can find on the trail, the more money I can spend at Little Treasury Jewelers.
Right.
And I'm thinking about another big purchase there. So there you go. Let's see. What is this? Yes, we need him there. I need to beg him to make a spring drive in the SBGX 261 case. Okay. Yeah, we need to tell him what watches we want, and we need to.
They've heard all of this, guys.
Well, that ruins my trip to Little Treasury, as the grilled cheese place was on point. Is there some place similar that's kind of cool?
Maybe I'll grill something at home and we can put it in the microwave when he comes.
There you go. He'll hook you up. You will not be disappointed if you go to Little Treasury.
Yeah.
I just looked, Ultraman. Okay. Steve, have watch sales actually slowed down since the huge COVID rush for watches?
No.
Not for Steve.
No.
Not for the man. Would be great to have Joe Kirk join us. Okay. Craig sent an email with a vid link showing SLGA007. All right, let me check that out here real quick. This is an Instagram link. Let me see if we can show this. All right, hold on here. See if this will play. And let me make my thing full screen. Solar layout. And pull this. You're still with me, right, Steve?
Yep.
I like being able to do this solo layout where I can, convert us to solo. That looks pretty cool. That does look pretty good. I bet Steve wishes he could get more of them. Okay, let's go back to normal layout here. Go back to, I better stop it playing. I don't know if it has audio or not. Anyway, okay, I stopped it. All right.
Wonderful.
So when that's playing, I can't hear the audio. When I'm playing my laptop, which is piped right into the switcher, they can hear the audio, but I can't. So they could have been saying anything on that video, and I'd have no idea what they were saying, which is not exactly good. But if I play the video in the video section, it just plays the video and it doesn't play any audio. If I upload it to StreamYard, so they can still hear us and you can talk over it. No, I'm sorry. No, that's not true. It does play audio and they don't hear us. It mutes us. So if you upload the video to the brand section on StreamYard, you can play a video with audio. So that's why we need to make some short videos talking about your watches that we can then just spool up and play at will.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's finish up here. How far is it to Hoffman Subs from Little Treasure? Unfortunately, it's an hour and a half drive.
Well, that's up by you. I don't know that place.
Yeah, we ain't going an hour and a half.
But, Craig might bring some with him.
You want old subs?
Right.
I don't think we want old subs.
Is that a good sub place?
They're great when they're freshly made, but 2 hours later, I'm not so sure.
Next time I'm out there, we'll have to go.
Yeah, it's good subs. I will go on Saturday the 9th as there seems to be more things going on then. Good call.
That would
Good
be true.
call, Leon.
Yeah, Friday's the warm-up day.
Craig, you were going to buy a Prevost all hat. Where's the cattle? I still keep looking. I'm looking. I'm very picky on what I buy, and so and then I thought about getting a medium duty retired ambulance and converting it into a mobile office. And so I've been looking at some of those, but you know, a major buy like that, I'm very, very picky. Some might say cheap, but it is what it is. Just posted a music video on my YouTube channel. Check it out. Briefitdance.com. Briefitdance.com. Okay. Triforce Rich is in the house again. He says, the move to GS from Seiko GS branding was a nice move. People who prefer the old are odd. Yeah, I like the newer dial style, the 2017 dial. What do most people say about the dial, Steve? The dial change?
Folks were a little bit resistant, and they got over it very quickly.
Gotcha. So now most people think it was a good move?
Yeah, I think everybody has a little bit of a kickback with change for something they like, but we don't see a lot of people coming around looking for an older model, older dial model.
Steve, do you keep GS buckles and deployant clasps in stock?
We do have the deployants. I'm not sure if we have buckles. We can certainly freshen that up.
I would like to put a strap on the Snowflake.
Right, good idea.
Okay. And let's see, Craig, maybe I should wear my James Cameron so you can roast me on how bad it looks. I would have to lose quite a bit of height to replicate the gentleman you showed there earlier. Yes, exactly. To be oversized on your wrist, you have to do that. But in the meantime, let's just trade that into Little Treasury and we'll get you something appropriate that solves all problems. Craig, trashy Larry can't afford a hotel room. Can he crash in your shed? I can fold down the back seat in the Prius. I'll let him sleep in the back of the Prius. I think that'll work out. Let's see. What time does the time out event start Saturday the 9th?
Probably 11 o'clock. And are you talking about the and then the watch wardrobing event would probably be 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock. We haven't set that up yet.
Okay. But you want to be there really for the duration, if possible.
Don't just pop in, just spend the day.
And there are some people that prefer the old. I also question why. I like the GS on the top. I think it's people that already own the old one. I arrived at Dulles Friday at around 3 p.m. I assume I'll be at Little Treasury before 5. Okay, let's see. From Dulles to Little Treasury. Well, on a Friday, 3 p.m.
Oh, I see. No, you're at Dulles. I'm sorry.
On a Friday, 3 p.m., that's rush hour. So, yeah, it'll take you every bit of 2 hours probably to get there.
Yeah. And then we'll probably be closed or closing. So you better keep in touch with us where you are so you can tie up with folks.
Yeah, yeah. Because, well, he's kind of staying in the hotel now. Does the hotel have like a lounge or like a little?
It's one of those basic hotels, but in the center, there's all kinds of drinking places and restaurants and whatever. There's probably 20 eateries of all different stripes.
Gotcha.
All in walking distance.
So, Carlos, we will coordinate with you and figure out exactly where you're buying us dinner that evening.
Yeah.
Anybody with a white gold date 8, I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got most 2018 to current quartz looks naked without the writing at the 6 o'clock area of the dial. It should say GS on the top and Grand Seiko. I like I like a simple dial. Let's pull up my dial. I like a nice, simple, clean dial. I mean, look at that 002. I mean, that just is absolutely stunning. So, I mean, again, to each their own. Steve has some watches with more writing on the dial. He'll hook you up. Let's see what else we got here. Craig, there was an article about a nuclear plant employee who cleaned up spills constantly, losing his Yeti tumblers. Oh, so this one's nuclear charged.
Right from 3 Mile Island.
No wonder you know that they say the 002 didn't have lume, but now, oh, there it is. Now my hands they glow at night for some reason. Now I figured out why.
Yeah.
All right, Megan's in the house, so that means it's time to wrap. She always comes in at the end of the show, so she's in the house. Would you want a Lexus with Toyota badges? I like Toyota, so it wouldn't bother me. But anyway, I'm going to be at Little Treasury for both days, says Jaden. Well, yeah. And hopefully you're staying in the correct hotel. Will Richard James attend the event, the custom strap and leather maker guy?
We'll see. He's dialed down his leather making a bit with some other activities he's involved with. I'll reach out to him, see what's up.
And maybe, do you have any other similar people?
Not a nearby person.
Okay. And Carlos is laughing out loud. Okay. And Craig, will Lance be considered 21 for this event?
1540403.
I'm not handling security at the event. Carlos is in charge of security. So I think we'll have to, defer to his judgment. Does anyone have experience with Squale? What's that?
Squale, it's a Italian watch brand, somewhat similar to Zodiac, I would say.
Okay.
No real experience.
Okay, and there's a comment about it. And then let's see, Steve, is Cameron still working for you?
He is.
He pours the best bourbons for me.
We'll have to remember that.
Megan says girl power. Okay. We can't end, says Derek.
Well, we can if you're not coming to our event. So
I'm in my chair, Craig. I'm here, but I have a back pain today. I can't get up much. Uh-oh. That's not good. Steve, do you have longer GS straps available for a snowflake? I have a little bit bigger wrists.
I don't have any extra straps for a snowflake, so no.
Durr knows about HD straps. HD straps can make a beautiful strap for your snowflake at whatever length you want. Okay, so let's wrap it up. Let's get a couple more comments and we're done. Somebody's laughing. Okay, and then is our Wags here? We haven't seen him in the chat, but he said he's probably coming.
Oh, really?
Have you heard anything from our Wags?
No, not me.
Okay, I think he's on the fence still, but hopefully he'll be able to come. Steve, how long will it take to order a 19 millimeter GS bracelet?
We may have them in stock. What are you putting it on? Just
because the end links are probably different, right?
Well, it depends on what's he putting it on. Yeah.
Is our Wags going to Stevens Park? Yeah, that's what we're trying to figure out. Let's see. Craig, Squirrel, and Doxa have Steve tell you the proper pronunciation. Hey, all I need to be able to pronounce is Grand Seiko. Steve handles all the other SBGN005.
And
I guess that's what he's putting the bracelet on.
Oh, you want to put it on that? We'll check it out.
Okay.
And that's from Boozer.
Yeah. All right. Okay, so we're going to wrap it up. Anything else before we let you go, Stevester?
No. But the store closed around me. The lights are out. My wife's behind me, getting ready to drag me out of here. And it's been fun, guys. Sorry I don't get on so much, but selling too many watches here.
Have a good dinner.
Okay, you too, everybody. Thanks for all the nice comments, and I'll be on again soon.
Thanks for coming.
Yep. See ya.
All right, folks. That was the Stevester, Little Treasury Jewelers, the Stevester. And on that note, we're going to wrap the show and thank you guys. And again, tickering across the bottom are the dates for the event. Little Treasury, littletreasury.com. He said send an email to info@littletreasury.com, info@littletreasury.com to book your hotel room and get that all set up, and do that as soon as possible. Thanks everybody for watching.